County High School Baseball. I'm Jim Swinford coming to you from McWhorter Field on the hilltop, where this afternoon the Thoroughbreds will be taking on the Indians of Montgomery County. Well, this is the next to last game of the regular season for both of these teams. Harrison County tomorrow will host Fleming County in the final game, while Powell County will go from there on a trip to, actually it's going to be Montgomery County that goes on the trip to Powell County tomorrow, where they'll finish up their regular season as well. Harrison County coming into the game with a very good record of 26-5, including that win over Augusta a couple of days ago. Meanwhile, Montgomery County having kind of an up and down season at 17-12. Both these teams went through similar off seasons in that we lost a lot of ball players. Montgomery County lost a lot of ball players. The really big difference is we kept our coach. Meanwhile, for Montgomery County, Sam Sutton is the first-year head man of the Indians, and I'm sure that's made a difference of some type or another. Well, while we have this opportunity, let's take it back to the station to the pastor, Ted Beam, from the First Methodist Church with tonight's pregame prayer.
Let's pray. Our Father in heaven, we thank you for your incredible love and grace to us. We thank you for your faithfulness. We thank you for how you've revealed yourself to us. You haven't left us to our imaginations, but you have come. You've sent Jesus to come and live among us and die on our behalf and rise again, and we are so grateful. We do lift up the teams to you tonight as they gather for this wonderful competition. Will you pour out your Spirit on them? You help them to play and to play well, even better than they've ever played before. You protect them from injuries. We ask you to guide them, guide the coaches, guide the officials, and you help this evening that they will learn a lot tonight about fair play, about sportsmanship, about those lessons that will carry them through life. We are so grateful to you. Will you bless this time this evening? Protect them all from injuries. We offer them to you in Jesus' name. Amen. Thank you. My name's Ted Beam, the pastor of First Methodist Church in Cynthiana at the corner of Pike Street and Church Street. I hope you come worship with us this coming Sunday at 11 a.m.
All righty, back here at the hilltop, the coaches and the umpires exchanging their lineups as well as going over the ground rules. This will be the 52nd time that Harrison County and Montgomery County have played each other in baseball. Harrison County has the all-time lead in the series, 38-13. Now, the last time the two teams got together was last year in a game that was also played here on the hilltop. A game that Harrison County won 13-2 in just 6 innings. But yeah, the Reds bounced back from their difficult weekend where they got shut out twice by Beechwood and Bullitt East at Beechwood High School by defeating Augusta rather handily in that game 12-0 as they reverse their tide and go back on the winning side with a record of 26-5. Now, we already know we'll play Robertson County in the first round of the district. That'll be on Monday at 5:30. At 7:30 on Monday night was when Pendleton County and Nicholas County will play, and then the championship game will be on Tuesday night at 6. Well, we're about to have the national anthem, so we'll take a listen to that, after which we'll take a break and then come back for the first pitch of today's game between Montgomery and Harrison. But right now, our Star-Spangled Banner.
The catcher, Keen Price. The pitcher, Cooper Slade. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, would you please stand for the playing of our national anthem?
By the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in
Congratulations. You're officially an agent.
Sweet. I get one of those cool agent names, right? Like Viper or Shadow?
Well, Wayne, we're thinking you go by Wayne.
Oh, yeah. Wayne's fine too.
With Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, there's an agent in every county who's involved in the community, which means you'll know your agent by name. In this case, Wayne.
I got it. What about 006?
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
Dreaming of the perfect home? Whether you're buying, selling, or just exploring your options, Palmer Hampton Realty is here to guide you every step of the way. Located in the heart of Cynthiana, we know this community like no one else. From charming historic homes to modern dream properties, we'll find the perfect fit for you. Call Trish Jenkins today at 859-588-5590 and let's make your real estate dreams a reality.
Today.
Facing each other in the next to last game of the regular season for both teams. Let's take a look at the batting order. First for the Indians. The shortstop will be Jace Mays. He'll be followed by the left fielder, Braden Doré. Your third place batter will be the first baseman, Brody Rowland.
Hey, Jim, I'm not sure if you can hear me, but it sounds like your mic's turned all the way down.
Okay, I'll turn it back up further again. Brody Rowland's at first base, bats third. The cleanup batter is the right fielder, Rex Turner. Batting fifth will be the catcher, Robbie Howard. The sixth place batter is the second baseman, Evan Kofer. He'll be followed by the designated hitter, batting seventh, Kellen Burchett, who's batting for the center fielder, Owen Burton. The eighth place batter is the third baseman, Andrew Kofer. And rounding out the batting order today for the Indians will be their pitcher, Jamin Kaba. So once again for the Indians, Mays, Doré, Rowland, Turner, Howard, Kofer, Burchett, Andrew Kofer, and Kaba. For Harrison County defensively, Keene Price is behind the plate with B.J. Napier at first and Boston Reynolds at second. Russ Persinger's at third with Brian Vaughn at short. And left to right in the outfield, Blake Green, Jay Sean Lewis, and Simon Jenkins all backing up the pitching of Cooper Slade, whose first pitch is up high for ball one. Slade pitching for the first time since last Saturday when he threw against Bullitt East, making his ninth appearance, his seventh start of the year. He's thrown 36 in the third innings. He's given up 43 hits and 13 walks while striking out 21. So the next pitch is going to be on the inside corner for a strike. He's given up 21 runs, 14 of which have been earned. Has a record of 6-1 and a really nice ERA of 2.70. His ratio, 1.55. Next pitch is a pop-up by Mays into shallow center field. Calling off everyone is Lewis, who will make the grab for out number one. So 1 up and 1 down here in the top of the first for Braden Doré. Doré, the left fielder.
Now batting number 8, Braden Doré.
Doré batting .381 on the year. 3 doubles. He's gotten 6 RBIs. Leads the team in base hits with 32. Wheels the bat around, does the sophomore. As Slade's first pitch to him is a fly ball into center field. Going back, Lewis. He's got a beat on it and will make the grab for out number 2. That'll bring Brody Rowland to the plate.
Now
Rowland, the first
batting
baseman.
number 9, Brody Rowland.
Rowland batting .329 on the year. Leads the team in doubles with 6. Has a triple. Has a team high 2 home runs. And he's also driven in 24, which is second on the team. Batting now, though, with the bases empty and 2 outs. First pitch is fouled back for strike 1. Reds and the Indians facing each other for what might be the only time this year. But then again, if they both make the regional tournament, it could happen again. Here's a fly ball into center field. Lewis takes about 10 steps to his left and ties the record held by many as he gets a putout on all 3 of the batters here in the top of the first. So as we head to the bottom of the opening frame, your score, Montgomery County nothing and Harrison County coming to bat. You're listening to Thoroughbred Baseball on WCYN Sports.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
Kentucky Farm Bureau agents wear a lot of hats. They're coaches, volunteers, church members, neighbors, someone who's there when you need them, especially when you need them most. That may be a lot of hats, but they're all the perfect fit. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Up here at the Hilltop, Harrison County is able to retire the Indians without a bad ratings base. Let's see if we can touch up Mr. Jamin Caba for a few runs here in the first. Leading off for the Thoroughbreds will be the second baseman, Boston Reynolds. He'll be followed by the pitcher, Cooper Slade. Third place batters, the center fielder, Jay Sean Lewis. Cleaning up for the Breds will be Brian Vaughn, the shortstop. He'll be followed by the right fielder, Simon Jenkins. Batting sixth, Russ Persinger, the third baseman. He'll be followed by the first baseman, B.J. Napier. In the eighth spot will be the catcher, Keen Price. And rounding out the batting order will be Blake Green, who's out in left field. So once again for the Breds, Reynolds, Slade, Lewis, Brian Vaughn, Jenkins, Russ Persinger, Napier, Price, and Green. Defensively for the Indians, Robbie Howard is behind the plate with Brody Rowland at first and Evan Kofer at second. Andrew Kofer's at third with Jace Mays at short. The left fielder is Braden Dore. In center field, you got Owen Burton.
Now
And
batting,
in right
number
field, Rex
7,
Turner.
Boston Reynolds.
All backing up the pitching of Jamin Caba. Taking a look at Caba's numbers on the year, making his 10th appearance, his 5th start. He's thrown 35 in the third inning so far this season. Time called by Reynolds. Caba's given up 29 hits and 10 walks while striking out 31. Has given up 17 runs, 12 of which have been earned, has a record of 3-2, and a nice ERA of 2.38. Reynolds stands in as Caba gets the sign from his catcher, Howard. And the pitch is fouled off to the right side for strike one. Reynolds on the season, now batting .338, has 3 doubles and 19 RBIs. He's been on quite a roll since about the third, fourth week of the season. So he's found his groove. It took a long time to get above even 200 batting average, and now he's at .338. Now time called as the catcher, Robbie Howard, looks into the dugout to ask the coaching staff to run over those pitches once again. Now Howard flashes it onto the mound and ready to go. Not much wind at all. Perfect day for baseball, probably in about the low 80s. So the next pitch is swung on and missed for strike two. Nice pitch that time by Caba, a junior. In fact, there's only one senior on this Montgomery County team. Next pitch is going to be just a bit outside as the count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Seems like a lot of the teams in the 10th region we played this year are very young. The wind and Caba's pitch is on the way and is outside. They'll check on down to first base to make sure he didn't go through, and the home plate umpire doesn't even ask him. So the count goes even at 2 balls and 2 strikes on Reynolds. The wind and the next delivery is a slow chopper to the right side, so the count remains 2-2. Stat here. Reynolds batting .333 with a 2-strike count on him, which is actually pretty good. Next pitch is fouled off to the right side, so a couple of 2-strike foul balls have kept him alive here in this plate appearance. For Reynolds, he has now picked up 9 two-strike foul balls this season, which is second on the team to Sean Vaughn's 10. Next pitch is down low, ball 4. Good job of working a walk that time by Reynolds. Leading off the bottom of the first inning, no score. Cooper Slade coming to the plate. Over at first, Reynolds being held on by Brody Rowland.
Now batting number 16, Cooper Slade.
About a step and a half lead at first base by Reynolds as the first pitch is taken for strike 1. Slade on the season is seeing his average go to 233. Has 3 doubles and a triple, 15 RBIs as well. Check of the runner by Kaba, and squaring to bunt is Slade. It's a good one. The only play for the pitcher, Kaba, is to first base where he will retire Slade, but the sacrifice bunt is successful in that it moves Reynolds into scoring position down at second base. Bring Jay Sean Lewis, the center fielder, to the plate. In the last
now batting
game,
number 3, Jay Sean Lewis.
over at Augusta, Lewis had the unusual deuce count and plate appearance, as I'll describe to you after this first pitch, which is going to be fouled off. He went 2 for 2 with 2 runs scored, 2 RBIs, 2 stolen bases, and a couple of nice catches in center field as well. 0-1 the count to Lewis, who's batting .435 on the year. Leads the team in doubles with 9, in triples with 2, and in home runs with 6, and has 27 RBIs. Next pitch taken on the outside corner for a strike as Lewis finds himself in the hole 0-2. On the year, Lewis batting an even .500 with runners in scoring position. He's responded well just about every time. Look back at second by Kaba, and the pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. That doesn't happen often. So at 2 down, that runner still at second. Brian Vaughn will come to the plate. Brian leads the team in batting average at .446. Also has 9
now
doubles.
Now batting number 32, Brian Vaughn.
Leads the team in RBIs with 33 and in walks with 16. He's also tied for the team high in hits with 37. First pitch to him here is going to be up high for ball 1. Brian Vaughn batting .385 this season with 2 outs and runners in scoring position. Many major leaguers would like to have that average in that situation. Next pitch is going to be just a tad bit high as the count goes to 2-0. No score here in the bottom of the first. Brad's trying to get the first run home from second with 2 outs. Vaughn lays the bat on his right shoulder, now lifts it up as the pitcher goes into the motion. And the pitch is going to be up high for ball 3. Give Brian a lot of credit. Everybody in this part of the state knows how good a hitter he is, and so he's not getting very much good to hit, but he's being patient and laying off those bad pitches. The 3-0 is going to be on the outside corner for a strike. This count goes to 2-1. Base hit could score Reynolds from second. It's got pretty good speed. Kaba trying to make that not happen. Next pitch is fouled off, and that'll load up the count at 3-2. Playing way deep in left field is Dore, right at the base of the bank. Another 2 outfielders playing Vaughn back as well. From the stretch, Kaba. Payoff pitch is popped up on the right side in foul territory. Rowland waiting on it, and he is able to make the grab for out number 3. No runs, no hits. There were no errors and 1 man left as we head to the top of the second. Your score, Harrison County nothing and Montgomery County likewise. You're listening to Thoroughbred Baseball on WCYN Sports.
Dreaming of the perfect home? Whether you're buying, selling, or just exploring your options, Palmer Hampton Realty is here to guide you every step of the way. Located in the heart of Cynthiana, we know this community like no one else. From charming historic homes to modern dream properties, we'll find the perfect fit for you. Call Mary Todd Ashbrook today at 859-588-1520 and let's make your real estate dreams a reality. At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
The Branson Phillies, WCYN, 1400 AM and 101.3 FM.
Alrighty, back here on the hilltop. Both teams go scoreless in the first. Here in the top of the second for the Indians will be the middle third of the order. Rex Turner, Robbie Howard, and Evan Kofer. All coming to the bat against Cooper Slade, who induced all three of the batters in the first to fly out to center field.
Number 10, Rex Turner.
Take a look at Turner's numbers on the year, batting .312, 4 doubles and a triple and 18 RBIs. He's also scored 17. He is their right fielder. Wind by Slade, and the pitch is going to be down low for ball one. Right now, the sun hiding behind some overcast clouds. As Slade looks in to get the sign from Price. And the pitch is going to be outside and low. This count goes to 2 balls and no strikes. Brez against Fleming County tomorrow at 5:30 to end up the regular season. Monday district tournament action starts. So the next pitch is taken outside. 4-3. And it happens that way in the 40th district as well. Montgomery County and Paris will play each other. They split during the regular season. Next pitch taken for a strike. 3-1 the count to the leadoff batter here in the second. First time they played was back on March the 26th, the game that was won in Mount Sterling by the Indians 9-4. Here's a shot to left, and there's not even a reason for the outfielder to turn around as that ball hits off a couple of vehicles out beyond the left field fence. It was hit that high and that hard. So a home run for Rex Turner. For Turner, his first home run of the season. The junior circles the bases to put his Indians up 1-0. I mean, that was a shot from the time it left the bat. So we're now leading 1-0. Montgomery County. We'll see if they can put some more on the board here in the second.
Number 4, Robbie Howard.
Robbie Howard, the catcher, to the plate now. Howard batting .288, 3 doubles and 15 RBIs for him. Slade's first pitch is a bouncer to the left side. Vaughn scoops it up, fires to first base. Oh, and drew the first baseman, Napier, off the bag. The ball went over and out of here. So an error on the play puts a runner at second base for the Indians.
Now batting.
We'll have a
number
courtesy
34,
runner at
Evan
at second
Kofer.
base as well, as number 6 goes out there. That's Braylon Lambert. So Braylon Lambert out at second base running for Howard as Evan Kofer comes to the plate. Kofer, the second baseman. Look back at second. And now a throw back that direction, but not in time, as Lambert was able to get back there easily. Lambert, a junior. From the stretch, check of the runner, pitch to the plate, up high. 1-0 the count to Evan Kofer. Evan is a sophomore. Brother Andrew's a freshman. Leveling the bat at the plate, number 34. And Slade calls time as he'll step off the rubber. Well, the Brits have had a propensity to give up a run or two early in the games they've played this year, but they've always come back for the most part. Here's a fly ball into center field. Lewis waiting, makes the grab for out number 1. I'll bring Kellen Burchett to the plate. Burchett, the designated hitter, batting for the center fielder, Owen Burton.
Now batting number 22, Kellen Burchett.
See, Burchett, a sophomore, is averaging 175 on 4 of 27. Throw strikes. No extra base hits. He has 6 RBIs. Runner still at second base as the pitch is delivered and swung on and missed for strike 1. Burchett wears the number 22 on the back of his jersey. Harrison County in their maroon tops with Breads and script across the front. Indians in their red tops with Indians and script across the front. Check of the runner at second by Slade. Oh, man, and I tell you what, Lambert was getting a huge lead at first. Or at second, rather. So Slade checks him out again, and the pitch is bounced foul. Count goes 0-2. 1-0, Montgomery County in the lead here in the top of the second on the leadoff home run by Rex Turner. A shot that hit the top of the bank out in left center field and did a little pinball action between three of the cars. Luckily not the windshields. Next pitch is outside. Count rolls to 1-2 on the designated hitter. Trying to keep the runner close at second is Reynolds. And the pitch is a fly ball into center. Lewis about 7 steps to his right makes the catch for out number 2. So with that runner on second and 2 outs, Andrew Kofer will come to the plate, the third baseman.
Now batting number 1, Andrew Kofer.
Andrew Kofer, a freshman on the season, batting 200 on 12 of 60. Has a double and 9 RBIs. Still working from the stretches, Slade. The pitch is a line drive into right center field for a base hit. Rounding third is Lambert, and there will not be a throw. So a 2-out RBI single by Andrew Kofer puts Montgomery County in the lead 2-0 here in the top of the second inning. That's
now
a little
batting
looper.
number 17, Jamin Kaba.
I'll bring Jamin Caba to the plate. Over at first base, Napier holding Andrew Kofer on. He does have a steal this year. Here's a throw over there, not in time. Caba at the plate. He's batting 284. Couple of doubles, a team leading 2 triples, a homer. He also leads the team in RBIs with 26. And is a heck of a football player as well. Leading running back on the Indians football team this past fall. His first pitch is up high for ball 1. Also a great defensive player as he picked off 3 passes and had a team leading 109 tackles. Now, coach going out there to have a little chat with Cooper. Not a real long turnaround, as we said. He pitched against Bullitt East back on Saturday. And the second game, the one that Harrison County ended up losing 7-0. But overall, Slade's pitched pretty well over the last 2 or 3 weeks. But I don't know. Seems a little distracted today or something. But conversation on the mound is over. Yes, Slade gave up 7 runs in 5 1/3 innings in that game against Bullitt East. Prior to that, he'd given up 5 earned runs against Madison Central, a game that Harrison County won. Getting the sign from his catcher. Here's a throw to first. not in time. Cable wears number 17 on the back of his jersey. And the pitch is going to be low and outside for a ball. At El Paracutan, daily lunch specials and the always popular buffet are calling your name. Plan a visit soon to the Harrison Square and enjoy a meal at El Paracutan. Now time called by Caba. So he rechecks the signs from his coach, Sam Sutton, in the third base coach's box. Wheels the bat around as he awaits the next pitch. And here it comes, and it's going to be a pop-up into right field coming on. Actually, it's not going to go out as far as I thought. Near the edge of the outfield grass, Reynolds will pull it in for out number 3. But a couple of runs come in the inning for Montgomery County, especially the one of 2 hits, the leadoff home run by Rex Turner over the left center field fence. That was one of 2 runs that Montgomery County scored. As I said, 2 hits and 1 error and 1 left on base as we head now to the bottom of the second. Your score, Montgomery County 2 and Harrison County nothing. You're listening to Thoroughbred Baseball on WCYN Sports.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small town values.
And mom and dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars. I believe in always finding a way to do what you love. I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
Dreaming of the perfect home? Whether you're buying, selling, or just exploring your options, Palmer Hampton Realty is here to guide you every step of the way. Located in the heart of Cynthiana, we know this community like no one else. From charming historic homes to modern dream properties, we'll find the perfect fit for you. Call Katie Bowman today at 859-595-4234 and let's make your real estate dreams a reality.
All right, as we begin the bottom of the second inning, it'll be Simon Jenkins, Russ Persinger, and B.J. Napier coming to the plate against Jamin Caba, who has been staked to a 2-run lead.
Now batting number 36, Simon Jenkins.
Jenkins playing out in right field, as he has been since Walker's injury. First pitch is going to be on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Jenkins on the season batting .294. Has a triple and 6 RBIs in limited play. Next pitch is a bouncer to the left side, past the diving third baseman, Andrew Kofer, and down the left field line. Heading on into second base will be Jenkins with the stand-up double, his first double and his second extra base hit of the season. So we get things started for Russ Persinger. Russ playing out or over at third base.
Now batting number 9, Russ Persinger.
Persinger on the year batting .429. 3 doubles and 10 RBIs. He's been consistently over 400 all year. First pitch is up high for ball 1, but it took an injury to get Russ out there and get him some more at-bats. Left-handed batter, just a freshman. Over at first base, Brody Rowland in on the infield grass, although Russ has not shown bunt yet. Next pitch is high and outside. This count goes to 2-0.
Here we go, Jay. Bring it.
Persinger on the season, batting .400 with runners in scoring position. Next pitch is right down the middle for a strike as the count goes to 2-1. Wind starting to pick up just a tad bit, going out towards left center field. Would not have had an effect on that home run ball by Rex Turner. Next pitch is outside as the count goes to 3-1. On deck, B.J. Napier awaiting his chance to bat here in the inning. Really guarding the line at third base is Andrew Kofer. Next pitch is fouled straight back. Loads the count at 3-2. So Russ stands back in there and awaits the next delivery. Persinger batting .333 with a 2-strike count on him. And the pitch is a pop-up foul and is going to sail out of play. So we'll do the 3-2 all over again.
Here we go. Put him in the book, Jamin.
As we said, the Thoroughbreds will play Robertson County on Monday, and assuming the 40th district gets started on that same day, Montgomery County and Paris will play each other. The Indians and the Greyhounds split during the regular season, winning at their home field. 3-2 once again is fouled straight back as the count remains 3-2. When the two teams played at Paris, Paris won by a final score of 5-2. When they played in Mount Sterling, the Indians won 9-3. So the rubber match will determine who gets to move on in the tournament. Big, big game. Check back at second base by Kaba, and the pitch is going to be a bouncer off the glove of the first baseman. He composes himself to pick the ball up on the third base side of the mound and throws a perfect strike to first to retire the batter Persinger. On the play, Jenkins moves from second to third, bringing B.J. Napier to the plate.
Now batting number 30, B.J. Napier.
Napier batting .211. Does not have an extra base hit yet, but does have 4 RBIs. Corner infielders move in as a shot to the left side and through the hole between short and third by Napier. That will bring Jenkins home with the first run of the game for the Breds as they cut the deficit in half to 2-1. Good piece of hitting that time by BJ as he really roped it to the left side. Give an RBI as well.
Now batting number 26, Keen Price.
Keen Price the plate now. Price batting .250. No extra base hits, but he does have 9 ribbies. Over at first base, Napier being held on. Here's a bunt attempt, but foul by Price for strike 1. For over 70 years, Weber's Sausage has delivered the best Kentucky flavor to your breakfast table. From the first sizzle to the last bite, it's a taste you can trust. Find them in your favorite meat department. Over at third, a couple of steps in on the infield grass, Andrew Kofer. Here's a throw to first, but not near in time. A run in the inning. Got a runner on first and 1 out. Breds trail 2-1 here in the bottom of the second inning. Next pitch is tip foul. This count goes 0-2 on Price. Starting to get a little duskier here on the hilltop, so I would imagine the lights will be turned on fairly soon, as they should. Wheeling the bat around at the plate is Price. And the pitch is way outside. Try to catch Keene going after a bad one, but disciplined hitter stays back on it as the count goes to 1-2. Check of the runner, and the pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. So 2 outs now in the inning. And it's all up to Blake Green to try to get that tying run home. Green playing out in left field today.
Now batting number 14, Blake Green.
Green batting .333 on the year. 5 doubles, a couple of homers, and 16 RBIs. Leads the team in runs scored with 41. So first pitch is taken for a strike. Those 41 runs puts him tied for 6th in the state. Of course, the Thoroughbreds have scored the most runs of anybody in the state of Kentucky. As the next pitch is up high for ball 1. As they've scored 271 runs. That's 8.7 runs per game. Right now, though, they trail 2-1. Next pitch is going to get away from Kaba, I believe, as it really sailed on him. This count goes to 2-1.
Here we go, Jay.
Green has played multiple positions defensively this year. He's also the leader in stolen bases with 25 and 29 chances. Squares to bunt, brings the bat back, but the pitch is going to be called a strike at the knees anyway, evening up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. About a step and a half lead at first base by Napier. He drove in the 1 run that Harrison County scored this inning. Pitch to the plate is a little high, and that'll load up the count at 3-2. Outfield playing him straight away and deep. Payoff pitch is outside, ball 4. So runners on first and second with 2 outs will send us back to the top of the order in Boston Reynolds. Boston walked his first time up. Walking for the 16th time this year, which ties him for the team lead.
Number 7, Boston Reynolds.
Number 7 taps the plate with his bat as he stands in. Long look in to his catcher by Caba. And the pitch is going to be up high for ball 1. Reynolds batting an even .500 this year with runners in scoring position. So a good man to have at the plate in this particular situation. He's also batting .571 with 2 outs and runners in scoring position, which is even better. Next pitch is swung on and missed, though, as the count goes even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Boston takes a little practice swing as he steps out of the batter's box. Now really going to crowd the plate as he wheels the bat around. A 1-1 count on him. Check of the runners, and the pitch is going to be outside. Count goes to 2-1. Said the wind was blowing, but not near enough to help a ball get out of here. As Reynolds stands back in. And the pitch is outside. 3 balls and a strike. Now the count to Reynolds, who pitched a great game yesterday, or day before yesterday, down at Augusta. Complete game winner in that 12-0 shutout. He also had 3 RBIs. Next pitch is a high chopper to the left side, but it's going to be foul, loading up the count at 3-2. And with there being 2 outs, the runners on first and second will be off on the motion to the plate, which may give them that extra step they need to get home. But Reynolds has got to put bat on ball first. And the payoff pitch is stroked into left field for a base hit. Rounding third and hitting for home. Here comes Napier. The throw to the plate will be cut off. RBI single by Boston Reynolds has tied the game at 2-2 here in the bottom of the second inning. Good piece of hitting that time by Reynolds. Give him the RBI on the left side of the infield. They'll bring Cooper Slade to the plate.
16, Cooper Slade.
Slade had a sacrifice bunt when he came to bat before. Comes up now with runners on first and second with 2 outs. Outfield playing him fairly deep. First pitch is outside for ball 1. Cooper, if you can just hit a little looper, you should be able to get on base. A lot of distance between, say, shortstop and center field. Next pitch is fouled off the press box. This count goes even at 1-1. Chandler, you didn't dump, did you? This is your second year. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, Junior, you could have just caught it, you know. Reached out the window. Okay, here. But Chandler, you know what? There's never been a ball come through here. Never, ever. It's not going to come through the glass. It's like bulletproof. Throw back to second, not in time. 2-2 your score here in the bottom of the second inning. Brett's trying to take the lead if Slade can get a base hit. Green takes his lead from second, as does Reynolds at first. And the pitch is a line drive, gloved by the third baseman, Andrew Kofer. He was going to try to chase Green down, but then decides, I think I'll just touch the third base bag for out number 3. But the Braves do come up with a couple of runs in the inning. They came by way of a couple of, make that 3 base hits. There were no errors, and 2 men were left on base. As we head to the top of the third, your score, Harrison County 2 and Montgomery County 2. You're listening to Thoroughbred Baseball on WCYN Sports.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
Congratulations. You're officially an agent.
Sweet. I get one of those cool agent names, right? Like Viper or Shadow?
Well, Wayne, we're thinking you go by Wayne?
Oh, yeah. Wayne's fine too.
With Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, there's an agent in every county who's involved in the community, which means you'll know your agent by name. In this case, Wayne.
I got it. What about 006?
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
All right, back here at the Hilltop, 2-2 your score here in the top of the third inning. It'll be the top of the order coming up for Montgomery County. Jace Mays, Braden Dore, and Brody Rowland going up against Cooper Slade, who's given up an earned run and an unearned run so far in the ball game. Mays, a fly ball out to center field when he came to bat before.
Jace Mays.
Phillies last night dropped a 5-3 decision at Scott County to drop their record on the year to 27-6. Tonight, 20 minutes ago, they started a game against Great Crossing over in Georgetown. Hopefully they can get back on their winning ways. First pitch to Mays is a little looper into left field for a base hit. Persinger had drawn into the infield, but the ball just sailed over his head, so a leadoff single by Mays.
Number 8, Braden Dore.
We'll bring Braden Dore to the plate. He also had a fly ball out to center field his first time up. Over at first base, Mays being held on by Napier. Gets a pretty good sized lead over there. And Slade's pitch is going to be taken for ball 1. Phillies tomorrow night will finish up their regular season as they'll host one of the teams that's always up there in the contention for a state title, Woodford County. They'll be down here on Shirley Field at 6:30. So throw over to first. So lots of stuff going on here on the Hilltop tomorrow night. The Breds hosting Fleming and the Phillies hosting Woodford. Right now at the plate, Braden Dore. Throw to first base, not in time. Phillies will play Robertson County in the 38th District Softball Tournament as well. That'll be on Monday. Next pitch is tip foul into the mitt of Price. Count goes even at 1-1 on the batter. Each team scoring their 2 runs in the second. Here's a throw to first, not in time. Cynthia Hardee's wants you to visit them for breakfast, lunch, or dinner on US 27 South. They've got the best burgers in town. That's at Hardee's in Cynthiana. Next pitch is a fly ball into right field, and there to pick it up will be the right fielder, Jenkins. He'll throw it into the infield, but it gets away from everybody, but not far enough away for Mays to try and get the extra base. So 1 out and 1 on for Brody Rowland. Rowland the fly ball to center field
Number 9,
when he came to bat before.
Rowland.
Just like the Breds, Montgomery County has played only 1 team in the current top 20, and it's the same team. Number 11, Madison Central, who defeated the Indians 7-2 in a game that was played in Mount Sterling. Good size lead at first by Mays again. And the pitch is going to be up high. Here's a snap throw down to first, but it's not in time. 1-0 the count. The live YouTube broadcast of this game is proudly brought to you by Kentucky Farm Bureau, Palmer Hampton Realty, and Farm Credit Mid-America. Visit youtube.com/WCYN Sports. Next pitch is at the knees for a strike. Here goes the runner. The throw to second is perfect. So good throw that time by Keene Price as he guns down Mays trying to steal. So 1-1 the count on the batter and 2 outs now. And nobody on base for Brody Rowland. Handful of people made their way over from Mount Sterling to watch their team play here today. It's a great day for watching baseball, though. Next pitch is up high for ball 2. It was a nice day a couple of days ago as well. Up at Augusta, played on their brand new field. So very nice field, very nice. Turf infield. And it's going to get better as they add on more stuff. Next pitch is taken for a strike. Thanks to the Cincinnati Reds for chipping in some of the money for that project, along with the distillery up there in Augusta. Next pitch is on the outside part of the plate for strike 3. Our first Joe Cochran out of State Farm strikeout ends the 3rd inning. No runs, a hit, no errors, none left. We're heading to the bottom of the 3rd. Your score remains Harrison County 2 and Montgomery County as well. You're listening to Thoroughbred Baseball on WCYN Sports.
Dreaming of the perfect home? Whether you're buying, selling, or just exploring your options, Palmer Hampton Realty is here to guide you every step of the way. Located in the heart of Cynthiana, we know this community like no one else. From charming historic homes to modern dream properties, we'll find the perfect fit for you. Call Doug Hampton today at 859-588-7120 and let's make your real estate dreams a reality. At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
Top, we're heading to the 3rd inning. Harrison County, actually we're at the bottom of the 3rd, I should specify. Brez giving up a couple of runs in the 2nd, while the Brez themselves scored 2 in the bottom of the 2nd. Be Lewis, Brian Vaughn, and Jenkins coming to the plate against Jamin Caba. Lewis struck out his first time up, one of a couple of Ks on the day for Caba. Well, the UK baseball team defeated NKU on Tuesday. That game was played at Kentucky Proud Park with the Batcats beating Norse 6-1.
Jayshawn Lewis.
So the UK Batcats now 29-20 overall, 13-14 in league play as the first pitch to Lewis is taken for strike 1. Going to be tough this coming weekend. 3-game series in Nashville against the 9th-ranked Vanderbilt Commodores. Next pitch taken for strike 2. It'll be a really good chance, though, for the Batcats to improve their resume, just kind of thinking ahead to the NCAA tournament. Next delivery is a shot to right field. Going back Turner, and this ball is going to be out of here. Home run for Jayshawn Lewis, his 7th of the season, and Harrison County has taken a 3-2 lead here in the bottom of the 3rd. Well, it sounded good off the bat, as everything that Jayshawn's been swinging at has been doing over the last 2 weeks. I didn't know if it had enough oomph to get out of here, but eventually the right fielder, Rex Turner, ran out of room as the ball was well over the right center field fence. So each team now with a solo home run. And both of those home runs leading off the inning.
See what happens then. It's on you.
I'll bring Brian Vaughn to the plate. Brian popped out to first in foul territory his first time up.
Now batting number 32, Brian Vaughn.
Stands in there against Caba for the second time. First pitch is going to be at the knees for a strike. Reds coming from behind in this game, trailed 2-0, now ahead 3-2. Here's a pop-up into right field, going back Turner, waiting on it, and makes the grab for out number 1. So Simon Jenkins due up, but find out somebody's going to be hitting for him. So we just wait. Umpire says we need a batter. So don't know what that delay was all about, because Simon Jenkins is going to bat. Jenkins a double and a run scored his first time
now
up.
Batting number 36, Simon Jenkins.
Came home on the RBI base hit by Napier,
Go get him, Jay.
which at the time brought the Reds back to within 1. They now lead by 1 as the first pitch is taken for a strike.
Go, Jamin.
The wind and Caba's next delivery is a fly ball into right field. We're keeping Mr. Turner busy, and he's there to make the grab for out number 2. So at 2 down, and the Breds leading 3-2. Russ Persinger returns to the plate. He bounced back to the mound his first time up. Left-handed freshman stands in as the first pitch is delivered up high for a ball. Next pitch from Caba is a pop-up in the infield, in behind the mound, calling for it. The shortstop Mays, who will make the grab for out number 3. But a run comes in the inning on the solo shot by Jay Sean Lewis. That gives Harrison County a 3-2 lead as we head to the 4th. You're listening to Thoroughbred Baseball on WCY
Kentucky
Sport.
Farm Bureau agents wear a lot of hats. They're coaches, volunteers, church members, neighbors, someone who's there when you need them, especially when you need them most. That may be a lot of hats, but they're all the perfect fit. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Dreaming of the perfect home? Whether you're buying, selling, or just exploring your options, Palmer Hampton Realty is here to guide you every step of the way. Located in the heart of Cynthiana, we know this community like no one else. From charming historic homes to modern dream properties, we'll find the perfect fit for you. Call Ronnie Brown today at 502-542-1984 and let's make your real estate dreams a reality.
707 to learn more.
All right, as we head to the 4th inning, Harrison County leads 3-2. Your numbers through the first 3 show Montgomery County with 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors. They've left 1 runner on base. For Harrison County, meanwhile, 3 runs on 4 hits. They've committed the game's only error and left 3 aboard. Here in the top of the 4th inning for the Indians, the middle third of the order coming up. Rex Turner, Robbie Howard, and Evan Kofer against the pitching of Cooper Slade. Well, they've been here for Farmers since 1916, and they're here for you now. Farm Credit Mid-America. Contact Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 and learn more about it. Turner, a leadoff home run the last time he came to the plate, a bomb that he hit
Now
on top of the bank
10,
out beyond the left center field fence. Don't know the distance that would be, but I'd say in the vicinity of probably about 375. First pitch is going to be taken for strike 1. Turner's home run coming on a 3-1 pitch that Slade got up in the strike zone. Next delivery to the plate is going to be a line drive into center. but there is Lewis to make the grab for out number 1. So with 1 up and 1 down, Robbie Howard returns to the plate.
Now batting number 4, Robbie Howard.
Howard reached on an error his first time up, but later came around to score. Reds lead 3-2 here in the top of the 4th inning. A couple of 10th region rivals going at it here in the next to last game of the regular season. Next pitch is sliced into right field and will bounce in front of the right fielder Jenkins for a single. So with 1 on and 1 out, Evan Kofer will come to the plate as
now
we'll also have a courtesy runner.
34, Evan Kofer.
Going over to run will be Braylon Lambert. Lambert scored when he was a courtesy runner last time in the 2nd inning. Got good speed, and he gets a huge big lead over there at first base as well. Checking him out is Slade. And the pitch is slapped into right field. Jenkins is there to make the grab for out number 2. He tries to quickly throw it to first base to try to double up Lambert, but Lambert back in plenty of time. But there are now 2 outs in the inning for the DH, Kellen Burchett. Burchett batting for the center fielder, Owen Burton. First base,
Now batting
Napier will
number
continue to
22,
hold Lambert
Kellen
on.
Burchett.
First pitch to him is tip foul into the mitt of Price for strike 1. Reds played today, but I forgot to check the final score. Let's throw over to first base. Got busy at work. That's what happens. People take vacations, and all of a sudden things get busier. I don't know if there's a correlation or not. Next pitch is going to be at the knees for a strike. This count goes to 0-2. One of my coworkers is on his way back from Greece. He spent a couple of weeks on the Grecian Islands. Be interested to see about his sights over there over the last 2 weeks. A couple of practice swings taken by Burchett before stepping back in the box with a count of 0-2 on him. Slade takes a look over to first base. And the 0-2 delivery is going to be swung at and missed for strike 3. Another Joe Cochran out at State Farm strikeout to end the inning. No runs a hit, no errors, 1 left on board. We're heading now to the bottom of the 4th. Your score remains Harrison County 3 and Montgomery County 2. You're listening to Thoroughbred Baseball on WCYN Sports.
Congratulations. You're officially an agent.
Sweet. I get one of those cool agent names, right? Like Viper or Shadow?
Well, Wayne, we're thinking you go by Wayne?
Oh, yeah. Wayne's fine, too.
With Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, there's an agent in every county who's involved in the community, which means you'll know your agent by name. In this case, Wayne.
I got it. What about 006?
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
Dreaming of the perfect home? Whether you're buying, selling, or just exploring your options, Palmer Hampton Realty is here to guide you every step of the way. Located in the heart of Cynthiana, we know this community like no one else. From charming historic homes to modern dream properties, we'll find the perfect fit for you. Call Trish Jenkins today at 859-588-5590 and let's make your real estate dreams a reality.
Alrighty, back up here at the ballpark. Harrison County leading by the slimmest of margins at 3-2. Here in the bottom of the 4th, they'll be sending the bottom third of the order to the plate. And Napier, Price, and Green up against Jamin Kayla, who's pitched pretty well through the first 3 innings, but gave up that big shot home run by Jay-Sean Lewis to untie the score and fall behind 3-2. Well, as I said, the Reds playing earlier today. Tomorrow they'll start a 3-game series at Great American Ballpark against the Cleveland Guardians. Guardians 25-18 on the year. Last night they had Pete Rose night up at Great American Ballpark, and From what I understand, it went very, very well. Packed house, as you might imagine.
Now batting number 30.
Of course, Pete passed
BJ
away last
Napier.
September. Napier had an RBI single and scored a run back in the second inning in his only other at-bat. Lights are on, but just now starting to take effect as the first pitch is delivered up high for ball one. Reds came into the day slumping biggie, 20-24. Here's a bouncer to the left side, under the glove of the third baseman, Andrew Kofer, and down the left field line. Wide turn at first base by Napier, but Dore gets the ball back into the infield fairly quickly, but still a leadoff single for Napier, his second base hit of the game.
Now
bring
batting
Keen Price to the plate.
26, Keen Price.
Keen struck out when he came to bat before. Over at first base, Rowland holding Napier on, but now we'll have a pinch runner come in for BJ. As they look into the dugout and bring out Landon Custard. So Custard running for Napier in the fourth. Over at third base, Andrew Kofer, several steps in on the infield grass, just in case Price lays one down. Price, one of the better bunters on the team. Throw to first, not near in time as Custard dives back into the first base bag. Custard on the year has scored 18 runs, which is amongst the leaders. Here's a bunt back to the mound. The only play for Caba is to first base, where he will retire the runner, batter runner Price. But the sacrifice does its job, moving Custard into scoring position down at second base. Blake Green to the plate now. Blake walked his first time up.
Now batting number 14, Blake Green.
Green steps into the batter's box and awaits the first pitch to him. Glance back at second base by Caba. At Custard. And the pitch is going to be on the outside part for strike one. Like to get 3 or 4 more insurance runs, or even one would be good. The Braves lead 3-2 here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Have a runner on second for Green. And the 1-0 pitch is going to be outside for ball one. Green on the season, batting .367 with runners in scoring position. Count 1-1 on the batter. Look back at second base by Caba. And the pitch is going to stay just a little bit high. So the count goes to 2-1. Now coming in from his shortstop position is Mays to have a chat with Caba to make sure that they're on the same page. Well, girls, you ready? Maybe not. Ready to go? All right. Do you have a big group to feed?
Yes.
Snappy Tomato Pizza is great for birthdays and parties. Just dial 235-7627. That's 235.
Snap.
Good job. Next pitch is swung on and missed for strike two, and that leaving up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. A base hit anywhere into the outfield should score Custard from second, just going by the positioning of the outfielders, especially the right fielder, Rex Turner, who's playing way back for the right-handed hitting Green. Next pitch is popped up foul to the right side, and it is going to be just barely over the fence. A valiant try by the first baseman, Brady Rowland, to try to catch that ball, but it was enough away from where the ball actually landed, so it wasn't close or anything like that. Count remains 2-2 on Green. Wind picks up once again out towards left center. Looking back at second, and the break-even pitch is a pop-up into shallow left center field. Coming on quickly is the center fielder, Owen Burton, who makes the catch for out number 2. Runner stays at second as we'll go back to the top of the order, and Boston Reynolds. Reynolds has been on base twice, walked in the first, had an RBI single in the second. That time, that base hit tied the score at 2. Since Harrison County's gotten a home run from Jay Sean Lewis to go up 3-2.
Reynolds.
Reynolds stands in as Custard, who's running for Napier, takes his lead. And the pitch is going to be inside for a ball. Reynolds taps the plate with his bat and now wheels the bat around with his left arm. Chokes up on the bat handle about an inch. Here's a pitch that's going to be popped up into shallow right, coming on hard, the right fielder Turner, and he will not have a play. Rounding third, but stopping will be Custard, and I'm not sure if he'd have made it or not. It was close, although judging by Coach Smith's reaction in the third base coaching box, he's wishing that Custard would have kept on running. But as it is, runners on the corners for the Thoroughbreds with 2 outs, and Cooper Slade coming to the plate.
Now batting number 16, Cooper Slade.
Cooper has had a sacrifice bunt. He's also grounded into an inning-ending fielder's choice. Catcher Robbie Howard of Montgomery giving out the signs on what he wants his fielders to do, depending on what happens here with that runner on first base being held on by the first baseman Rowland, like a delayed steal or something like that. First pitch is outside and low for a ball. Like a good neighbor, Joe Cochran with State Farm Insurance is there. Are you looking for a new quote? Give Joe a call at 859-234-3813. Joe always supports the Breds and Phillies. So mentioned the Phillies at Great Crossing tonight, playing as we speak. Hoping to bounce back from that disappointing 5-3 loss at Scott County last night. There's the pitch, cued off the end of the bat, foul by Slade, evening up the count at 1-1. Lights have been on for an inning or two. Overcast skies. There was a prediction of some rain, but sometimes you get the right side of the 50 instead of the rainy side. Next pitch is fouled out of play to the right side. The count goes to 1-2 on Slade. 2 on, 2 out. Here in the fourth, the Breds lead 3-2, but would like to lead by more. It's all up to Slade to get a base hit to make that happen. Junior digs in. And the 2-2 once again is slammed into left field for a base hit just over the outstretched leaping shortstop's glove. And 2 runs are going to score as the Breds on the 2-out, 2-run base hit by Cooper Slade have upped their lead now to 5-2. Nice piece of hitting that time by Cooper. I know he has struggled at times in those situations, but that time came through like a trooper. Big time hit there. All right.
Now batting number 3,